Hello, friends. So, today is Ask Me Anything Day when I answer your questions, the questions that you have been sending me and for which you want answers, the problems that maybe are surrounding you and you are trying to navigate through them or you're trying to find solutions for them. And these problems are part of your relationships, your intimacy, and it is affecting it in such a way that you are not definitely happy and you are struggling to solve the problem. So, let me answer three questions today, which a few of my friends have sent to me. So, the first question is that how can we set boundaries with family members without causing drama? And how can we navigate cultural differences or conflicting family expectations? Now, when it comes to family, in laws, there are a lot of challenges that we come up with, right? Say you're newly married and you're facing this problem. I'm assuming that you might be newly married, and so you're trying to adjust with your in laws and your family. And that could be tricky, but it is essential for healthy relationships. So, here's how you can do it. First, start with self awareness. So, define your personal boundaries first. What behavior is acceptable to you? What is not acceptable? What makes you comfortable? And what feels like your family is crossing a line? So, define it very clearly first for yourself. After you've done that, then clearly communicate it to them. Communicate your boundaries calmly and in a positive manner. Explain to them why they are important to you and what consequences follow if they are crossed. So you tell them exactly the reason, explain it to them in a very positive, calm manner that this is why you feel that this is important, and for the long term benefit of the relationship, it will be good if they don't cross these lines. The third thing is be consistent. So, when you're enforcing these boundaries, when you're telling them about these things, then be consistent with that. Take your time, but stick to it, even when it's tough. Don't give in to the pressure or any guilt trips that they might bring on. So stick to your rule that you have set. Don't give it up. The fourth thing is offer some alternatives. So when you're setting boundaries around maybe any visits or events or behaviors, you can suggest alternative ways to connect. Like, for example, if they are crossing a boundary where they keep coming to your house very often and disturbing you, then you can say that why don't you do a video call if you want to talk to your son or daughter or whoever it is, or they could meet you in small gatherings. So do these kind of things, and also confide in your partner and take your partner on your side. Talk to him or her, whoever it is, and ensure that you both make these rules, because when it comes from both of you, the family, the in-laws will abide by it in a better way. They'll also take it in a better way. They'll accept it more. So try and do that. Now, as far as navigating the cultural differences and expectations comes, so again, there open dialogues is an important thing. So initiate conversations about cultural differences and expectations with your partner and family members. Listen actively and share your own perspectives as well. So, cultural differences can be many, and you need to talk openly about it. That, this is from where you come, and this is what is part of your culture, and this is what is new for you, and you're trying to adapt to it. Compromising is very important. So, you will have to seek some common ground and explore solutions where you can respect both the cultural values. Focus on shared goals and understanding each other's needs. So come to a compromise. There might be certain things that you like and you might not like as well. But for the sake of, keeping that peace, it's okay to do a few things. I'm not asking you to bend down to all of them, but I'm saying that find a middle ground where you do some and you don't do some. The third thing is celebrate your diversity, embrace the richness of your differences, and find ways to celebrate this diversity within your family unit. Sorry. So, two cultures, when they come together, there's a lot of learning. It can also get very exciting. There might be certain things that you don't do in your culture and which are practiced in another culture. So, it might be exciting to become a part of it. So, embrace those differences and focus on shared values. So look for common values that can bridge these cultural divides, like respect, family love, or communication. So find ways where you can focus on all these shared values. And then point number five is if nothing works, then seek some help outside. Seek therapy or seek professional help or reach out to a relative or someone so that you can solve the conflict if there is a major significant conflict relating to both the cultures. So these are the things that you can do to overcome any of these challenges that you might be facing. But because remember that when two people get married, it is two families that get married. And so there will have to be a certain level of compromise, a certain level of adjustment, and a certain level of, working on the goals and the growth. So keep that, the big picture in mind and work towards that. The second question: how can we prioritize intimacy and quality time as parents? Right. So when you have your baby, definitely intimacy goes for a complete toss because you get engrossed and busy with your baby. The you have to take care, you have to feed the baby, you have to be by their side all throughout, you have to stay up at nights, and all that is there. But nurturing your romantic partnership is also crucial for the entire family's well-being. So what you can do is start with scheduling some dedicated time for the both of you. So plan some date nights, or even if it is just an hour after the kids have fallen asleep, after the kid or kids have fallen asleep, try and schedule some time for both of you so that you both can reconnect. Prioritize intimacy and connection, and that will help you to not lose that intimate bond that you both are sharing. The second thing that you can do is delegate and share the responsibilities, right? So divide the child care and the household chores equally. This allows for individual time and also reduces resentment. So when you're sharing the stuff that, okay, while I am cleaning the nappies, I mean, I'm changing, not cleaning, I'm changing the nappies, and, she's preparing the milk or things like that. So when you divide it, two things happen. One is the work gets divided, and so the pressure is not only on one person, and the second thing is you enjoy these little moments of doing these little things. You're learning something new and you're doing something for your baby. So that is also equally intimate. So do that. The third thing is, of course, get some help. So get a babysitter, um, get the support of your immediate family or grandparents, so that you can find some time for yourselves. So give the baby to them for some time, or just go out for a drive or for a walk, or just sleep because you haven't got your sleep. Rest it out and reconnect with each other. So get the help if you need that. The fourth thing is express appreciation. So show gratitude for each other's efforts in parenting. Positive affirmations can strengthen your bond. Be there for each other. Express to each other the things that they are doing. Say if your wife is, of course, taking care most of the time of the baby, then appreciate that. Bring her a small gift when you're coming from office. get her some flowers, send her a message in the middle of the day saying that thank you for doing everything that you are, and we are so blessed to have this gift, which is which is the symbol of our love. So things like that, positive notes can really make a lot of change in your intimacy. Then the next thing definitely is maintain your physical touch. So don't stop that. Sneak in your hugs, little kisses, spontaneous moments of affection throughout the day. So even when you both are busy with the baby, sneak in these little moments and keep working on them. Physical connection always keeps the spark alive. So whenever you get a chance, just sleep with each other, hold each other, cuddle, hug, kiss, do all these things so that your spark will not die. And of course, communicate openly. That is extremely essential, right? So discuss your needs and challenges related to intimacy and quality time. Find solutions together that work for both of you. When a kid arrives, a whole lot of challenges are there. You might be navigating not only that, your work or your other priorities could be there. There could be family, which is there. So there's a lot of stuff that keeps going on. And you have to keep working on your relationship. Not that you fell in love and now you've had a baby and you both completely drift apart. So don't do that. These little tiny steps can help you to keep that relationship, that bond stronger. And in fact, I feel that when you bring up a child together, your bond becomes deeper, and even the baby can see that. So, the third question: how can we communicate our needs openly and respectively without creating any resentment between both the partners? Now, communicating your needs can be challenging, but doing so respectfully and effectively minimizes resentment and strengthens your relationship. Both of you need to express what you're feeling. If only one partner is doing it, then something is wrong in your relationship. So, let me share some key tips. The first thing is empathy. So, before expressing your needs, try to understand your partner's perspective. What might they be feeling or experiencing? What is going on in their mind? This fosters empathy and it reduces defensiveness. So, listen to what your partner is trying to tell you. The second thing is use I statements. Focus on your feelings and experiences. I feel hurt when you say this, or I feel that we could have done this in this manner. Avoid any accusatory language. Like, you always do this, you never listen to me, you are always coming back to the same arguments. Don't use that accusatory language because that puts them on the defensive immediately, and you will forget the argument and you will just focus on being defensive and who is right. That is not what we are doing here. So, that is one important point. The third thing is have clarity and be honest. So clearly articulate your needs. What do you want? What would you do to make the other partner feel better? The more specific you are, the easier it is for your partner to understand and respond. So be honest about your emotions. Bottling up any feelings leads to only resentment. So express your emotions authentically, but avoid blaming or attacking your partner. The next point is positive framing and timing. So focus on solutions, not just problems. When you voice your needs, also suggest some possible compromises or solutions that you have thought of. This encourages collaboration rather than negativity. So, when you both come from a place of solving the problem, you will be able to focus on that, and it can be a nice united effort instead of creating that negativity by arguing with each other. Choose the right time and place. Avoid bringing up any important issues when you are both stressed or angry. Pick up a neutral and calm environment. for constructive conversation. This is a very important point. So do it only when you're in the right frame of mind. If you are angry, if you're upset, avoid doing this. Actively listen to your partner's response. This also shows respect and encourages them to do the same for you. So pay attention to their feelings and acknowledge their perspective. Validate their feelings, even if you disagree. Saying things like, I understand why you feel that way. This shows empathy and opens the door for further discussion instead of just, getting into arguments and reaching nowhere. Compromise and collaborate with each other. Remember that finding solutions often involves compromise. So be willing to consider your partner's needs and find a solution that works for both of you. I'm not saying that only one partner has to compromise, both of them need to do that at different points in life. So, work as a team, approach the situation in a manner where you both are working towards it and you're working towards a common goal, and basically, you are not adversaries in a fight. The last point is have patience. So, communicating effectively takes practice and patience. So, don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen overnight. Keep trying and refining your approach. Change your style. If something's not working, change your words. Think of how you can do it differently. There are always ways to find solutions. And if you still cannot find a solution, if you still feel that there's too much argument happening, we are doing the same thing every day, we're just getting angry and we're reaching nowhere, then seek professional help. Go to a coach, go for therapy, go for counseling, whatever works, so that a trained therapist can, you know, equip you with the necessary techniques and help you in solving these problems. So remember that open and respectful communication is a very, very important cornerstone of any healthy relationship. So by following these tips, you can effectively express your needs while you create understanding, empathy, and collaboration, minimizing the risk of resentment and building a stronger connection with your partner. So focus on always solving the issues rather than just fighting like cats and dogs and, resolving the problem which is at hand. So that's the answer today to the three questions that were sent to me. I hope it was helpful to you. Keep sending me your questions. The email ID is in the comments below. And stay connected with me always. And I will keep working more and more on different things, different situations that come up for you, where I can assist you in leading a happy and intimate life. So, till then, take care of yourself.